Hi, guys. It is Sunday night and it is freezing. I don't know about anybody else, but I am so tired of the cold. It's been a really tough week around here. The kids have had 3 days off of school last week because it's been so chilly out. So I hope that everybody's cozied up with a nice warm blanket and just having some downtime this weekend. I wanted to chat tonight about consistency. Thinking it's February, it's 6 weeks past the good old New Year's resolutions when we all made big ideas that we were going to change our lives and we were going to get healthy and we were going to get more active and do all of these great things. And here we are 6 weeks out, and a lot of us have lost the habits. And looking back, I think about how many promises are out there that we're going to lose 10 pounds in 10 days, or that we can make $100,000 in a month without having to leave our couch, that we can potty train our kids in 24 hours. All of these quick fixes, these immediate results that are telling us that all we need to do is have an intention, that we need to put in the smallest amount of effort, and that we'll have huge success. And I know that when I see a picture of a woman that has, the perfect beach body and says, "Oh, I was able to do this in 6 weeks," it makes me feel lazy, makes me feel just like I'm not committed, I'm not strong. When I see a picture of a person who has earned their first million and they did it from home and they didn't have to hustle and they didn't have to work hard, it makes me think after 8 years in business that I'm not very successful and I feel like a failure. When I hear that you can teach your kids something new, whether you can potty train them in 24 hours or change their behavior or their challenges in a weekend, it just makes my heart hurt for all of those parents that are struggling and who really work hard with their kids to do tough things. And every one of these stories tells us that if we just gave a little bit more, if we just worked a little bit harder, it would be easy. But the reality is, it's lies. There are no quick fixes. There are no easy, simple solutions. It takes work and it takes consistency, and we have to keep coming back and doing that work. As an occupational therapist, when I first started working with kids, I would meet a parent or I would meet a teacher, and I always felt that pressure that I had to come up with that one great strategy or that one amazing solution that was going to turn everything around for a child. And I realized it made me feel pressured. It made me feel incompetent a lot of the time. And I think it set the example for parents and teachers that this whole changing behavior is easy, and it's not. We need to keep coming back and keep doing the work and keep hanging in there and taking one small step. We have to keep showing up when we're tired, when we just don't feel like it, or when someone else has said, I've never seen anyone else make that work, and I don't think it's going to work for you either. And someone else doesn't believe in our dreams or our goals. And the number one is we have to keep showing up and doing the work even when we don't feel confident. Because if we're waiting for confidence to hit and we're waiting that all of a sudden one day we're going to feel like we have everything we need, the reality is it's not going to happen. And there may be some days where we feel amazing, and those are the days where we're going to really rock it. But the days that are going to make the difference is when we just keep showing up and doing those small baby steps towards the things that are important. I heard a quote from John Maxwell that says, "Consistency compounds." And anything we want to do in our lives is about consistency. It's about deciding what really matters. What do we really want? What do we want to be healthy? Do we want to lose those 10 pounds? Do we want to get stronger in our body? Do we want to have better connections with our family or our kids? Do we want to learn a new skill or try something new? Nobody else gets to decide what really matters to us. Nobody gets to choose our goals for us. Nobody gets to choose what our kids' goals are going to be. We have to decide what really matters for them. Because that success, for us to be motivated by it, for us to stay in it long term, it has to be meaningful. It has to be something that's really important to us so that we're going to stick with it. And then we need to take one small step. It's not about that automatic, instant change. It's about doing one small thing that leads you towards your goal, to figure out what you want to do. There are people that get amazingly healthy, that have wonderful results. And I can tell you that without a doubt, we can create amazing changes for children and families. We can help kids to do things to build their confidence and to take healthy risks and to make new friends. Those changes happen. And as a therapist, my favorite thing to do is to really listen to families and learn about kids and learn how they think and what their motivators are. And then my role is to help break that down into really small steps that are manageable and that can build towards those big changes over time. But we have to show up. We have to do the work. So just think about, what is one small step that you can take towards the things in your life today? And then what are the things that you can do tomorrow? What are the things that you can do the next day to just keep that momentum going? Because when you take several small steps, there's a quote that says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And so many of us get feeling overwhelmed or get let down or feeling discouraged or not seeing the results that we want. And we might give up, we might quit. And the only guarantee in quitting is that we'll stay exactly where we are right now. If you want to get somewhere, if you want to especially do big things, you have to take one small step and you have to keep moving. You have to keep doing it every day. So the only way to gain momentum is to just keep doing the work, keep showing up, keep moving, keep doing one small thing. So with that, what are those small things? What are the things that make a difference? I sat over the last couple of days and I really thought about, what are things in my personal life that I make consistent? What are the things in my social life that I make consistent, so that we can change communities, so that we can really build whatever foundations we want? So if you're interested and you want a 1-page handout that you can put on your fridge to just come back to, of 12 small habits. And I don't want you to see this as 12 habits that you have to do all of the things. It's 12 habits that you might choose one or two and then do them for a week or two and just see how that feels for you. And then start to see, are there a couple of other things that you want to try, that you want to add to that consistent routine, and just keep building towards greater success, towards feeling more confident in your physical self, in your family, and in your community. I'm going to add a link in the comments below where you can just enter your email and I will send you the checklist, just a 1-page little checklist. The big thing is, I want to hear back from you. I want to hear, what did you choose and what kind of difference did it make? Are there things you want to add to the list? I want to hear what's out there. But the big thing is, please keep showing up. It's not about the big things. It's not going to be easy. It is not going to be automatic. It's about deciding what really matters to you and doing the work, showing up every day, even in one small, tiny way, to make a difference. Because what I want stronger parents. I want more confident people that are taking bigger risks and that are doing the work. Because I think when we do it as adults, that's what paves the way for our kids. And I'm just really excited for our kids to see what can happen. So if you want that little PDF file, just click on the comments below the video and we will send it to you. And remember, I want to hear back from you. I want to hear what made the difference and what you loved and maybe what you didn't. So hope you have an amazing week. Stick to the things that matter. And I'll see you back here next week. We're going to talk about resilience next week in a follow-up to this conversation. So hope you have a great night and everybody stays warm. Let's hope for big changes and warming up to our weather this week. Thanks so much. Have an awesome night.